say, and my knees. I had
And your
trouble with
knees?
Yeah.
What was wrong with your knees?
If I was sat for a long period, even if I was walking or anything, just the pressure, and they would just become really painful and uncomfortable, obviously due to the weight.
Okay. And did you have any long-term concerns about your health? Were you looking to the future and seeing anything?
Oh, it just terrified me if I looked to the future, to be quite honest. Because if I continued to go the way I was going, then I didn't really know. I didn't know what would happen.
Okay. Thanks for being so honest. So what was your biggest fear before you started working with me?
I suppose that I would just get bigger and bigger and more uncomfortable, and obviously with my knees become an issue, so wouldn't be able to walk. I suppose I just being stuck.
And how did you and what about the kids and everything in your life? How did you feel not your relationship with them, but your life with them?
Well, I wanted to be the mum that could play with my children, and I never could, and just look into the future. Obviously I just couldn't be the mum that could play at the park or run around with a ball or play on the beach, play bat and ball on the beach. I couldn't do that.
So what was it like working with me, Adele, and the group? What's it like? What's the feeling that you get when you work with me and the group? Well, me and then the group. Okay.
Well, the support from the group is amazing. It keeps me going. And even if I go quiet for a few weeks because I'm busy in my normal life, I know I can just flick through, and just reading what the other girls have put on just gives me that warm feeling inside and support. So even if I'm too busy to write anything or reply, I just get that warm feeling inside that keeps me going. So that support is really important.
Oh.
I like that a lot. And I'm working with you. It's just changed the whole way that I think about everything. I've changed. Like, I feel like I was in there all along. I just didn't know where I was. I couldn't find her, couldn't get her out. Now I'm 90% there, but yeah, I know where I got to go. I know where I need to be. Am I making sense? I do this a lot.
Yeah, you are completely. You sound like Superwoman. I love it. You make sense to me. So I know you've had some really good results. I know you're really excited this week.
I am excited.
Would you share that?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Okay. So for me, on Wednesday I went shopping and I bought myself a pair of trousers, and I had to buy a size 18. For me, that was a breakthrough because I have always been a size 22, 24. I probably was bigger than a 24, but would never ever admit it. And for me to go into a shop and buy a size 18 is a really big deal, and I'm just absolutely buzzing. And I wore my trousers today, and I felt like a supermodel. I felt amazing, and I felt confident, and that's because of what you have helped me with. It's like inside, so I can't explain it, but I just felt amazing. and I can't wait to keep going. I just
So,
can't wait.
so do you feel the way, have you dieted before?
Yes.
And how did you feel when you were on diets?
I felt miserable, felt like I couldn't have anything. I felt like, and I always wanted to treat myself. So I would have, oh, I'm a size 18. Oh, let's go and buy a jam donut. That's what I would have done. I would have treated myself with food. I don't do that now. I don't do that. I honestly can say I don't do that. That is a real breakthrough.
So you feel you've got a long-term solution?
Yes, because this is my way of life. This is how I'm going to live my life. This is me. So I'm not on a diet. If people say, like, a couple of people have noticed I've lost weight, which is really nice. And when they mention it, I feel like amazing. But if they say, what diet you are, I'm not on a diet. I'm changing the way. I'm changing my life. And my lifestyle's changing. This is me.
And
I'm not on it.
no, you're not. And you've had a lot going on in your life, and you've still managed to stick to it. I mean, don't go into details about what's going on in your life, but the fact that, it's plain sailing.
No. And actually, I've learned that exercise has been my friend, which I would never, ever have thought that was possible. But I wake up in the morning and I can't wait to put my sports bra on and get on the treadmill. And it keeps me going. And no matter how down I feel, that in the morning is what's been keeping me going. And that relationship with exercise for me is a breakthrough.
Yeah.
And I think that's just why my mood is so lifted as well, because I'm all right. I'm doing all right.
Yeah, I remember the conversation that we had, and you asked me, Adele, should I buy an electric bike? Or, considering where you live, which is hills that are very, very steep, or should I buy a normal bike? And what was my answer?
Normal bike.
And did you do it?
Yes.
And you
yes.
ride it?
And I ride it. And I ride it with the children on their ponies. And sometimes I go for a ride on my own. Some mornings I wake up and I just go for a ride on my own.
Yeah.
Because
Fantastic.
I can. And
yeah.
I do. And I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Which is like, I never thought I'd hear myself say.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Nic. Thanks for sharing your story, because you are going to inspire so many people, because you do look fabulous, darling.
I'm on the right road. I've got a long road and I'm on the right road, but I know what I'm doing now.